So, is sleep paralysis caused by demonic attachments, or is it just an out-of-body experience? The answer is both, because it depends a lot on the frequency in which you experience it and on the symptoms that you experience when you're having a sleep paralysis episode. So, to make it simple, if you've been having sleep paralysis for a very long time, so if it's chronic or if it's very, very frequent, then you do have one, if not multiple anti-attachments, okay? But if it's only happening once in a while or it's very, very rare, then I would say that there is a good chance that you might just having an out-of-body experience. So it depends. And so how do you make sure that you're not dealing with an energetic interference and that you're just about to have an out-of-body experience? Well, just pay attention to the symptoms, to the things that you experience when you're having sleep paralysis. When, for example, your sleep paralysis is caused by anti-attachments and you're having an episode, you will notice that you are going to feel there's somebody else there with you, okay? You will know that it is not just you. You'll feel someone else, something else there with you. And you might also see the very commonly seen shadow beings, and they might interact with you. So they might even try to talk to you. They might literally attack you, do all kinds of things to you, or they might simply stare at you. Other times you'll simply feel as if somebody is crushing you with its weight. It's on top of you and you can't breathe because it's so heavy that you can't move, you can't breathe, you can't do anything. You just feel paralyzed and with this thing crashing you with its weight. Take also into consideration that when you're dealing with anti-attachments, so when your sleep paralysis is caused by an energetic interference, you might also experience other symptoms, other signs apart from chronic sleep paralysis or very frequent sleep paralysis, okay? So I highly recommend you go and watch one of my first videos on anti-attachments major symptoms so that you can make sure if you do have an anti-attachment. So I'm going to link it down below so that you can check it out. On the other hand, when you're having sleep paralysis because you're about to have an out-of-body experience, then just pay attention what's going on around you, okay? And you will notice that, first of all, you feel alone, okay? You know that there's no one else there with you in the room. You can sense that it is just you, okay? And you might hear weird noises or you might hear nothing at all, but what is sure is that it is just you. You can't feel anyone else there with you, okay? You can't feel any presence. You don't feel any pressure, nothing at all. It is just you there paralyzed in your bed because you are about to have an out-of-body experience, okay? So you're about to astral project. And so that's all. That's what is going on. And this is what sleep paralysis is about anyway. It gives you the opportunity to actually get out of your body. And this is also why a lot of people recommend to simply have an out-of-body experience when you're having a sleep paralysis episode. But I personally wouldn't recommend that because if you don't know what you're doing and there's an entity there, then you might not have a very pleasant encounter. The entity might try to interact with you, do things to you, or force you to do things, manipulate you to do things. So I wouldn't recommend doing that, okay? So when you're having sleep paralysis, first check what's going around you. Okay. Once you make sure there is only you, okay, there is no one else there in the astral field, then you might try have an out-of-body experience. But just check first, okay? This would be my recommendation. And so at this point, why is that we have sleep paralysis then? Well, sleep paralysis is just a very normal phenomenon natural phenomenon, okay? There is nothing paranormal in sleep paralysis, okay? It is simply a self-protection mechanism that prevents us from, moving all over the place, or to literally jump out of bed when we were about to astral travel, when we were about to get out of body. So it's normal. There is nothing to fear, nothing to worry about. And indeed, many of you might have experienced that very weird sensation of falling during sleep. I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about. Well, that is what happens when you are either about to get out of body and it fails. So you literally feel as if you are about to fall because you were about to get out of body and then you fell back in because it failed. Other times it's because you just came back from an astral travel, an astral journey, and so you basically get into your body way too quickly, way too suddenly, and so this caused you a little shock, and that's why you have that feeling, that falling sensation, okay? And so sleep paralysis on its own is completely fine. There is nothing to worry about, and it's actually protecting us, okay? The problem comes when our conscious mind notices, okay? Because it awakens and notices that we are paralyzed, okay? And this happens in two major conditions. The first one is because you have consciously or unconsciously trained yourself to be conscious, to have your conscious mind awaken when you're about to have an out-of-body experience, okay? You do this because you actually want to consciously astral project, and so you train your mind to, wake up when you're about to get out of body. Or because you have unconsciously trained your mind to awaken when you're about to get out of body, because you might have read a lot about on the topic, okay, on having astral journeys and astral projection, etc. And so you have unconsciously trained your mind to awaken when you're about to get out of body. And the other condition is when there are disturbances in either the astral field or in the room, so in the physical room, or in your body, okay, because you are feeling unwell or for other reasons. And so if there are disturbances, then, so for example, noises, strange things happening around you, then your conscious mind will notice and awaken, okay? And it will start paying attention to what's going on around you, what's happening, and you will find yourself paralyzed. And so, as I said, these disturbances might be happening in the physical room. So maybe there's, something happening around you, noises, anything, or in the astral field. When it's happening in the astral field, it is probably because of an energetic interference. So an entity that is approaching you or that is just there in the room, and it might trying to energetically manipulate you, or it might simply be there. So again, your conscious mind notices and awakens. Other times you might simply be feeling unwell, and this also causes your conscious mind to notice that something's wrong, something's not how it's supposed to be, and so it awakens. And so as you can see, all kinds of disturbances, either physical, happening in the 3D physical world, or in the astral world, or in your body, can cause your rational mind, conscious mind, to awaken and notice what's going on. Now, there's also a third condition, which is something that I have personally noticed from my own experience and from clients' experiences. And this happens when the astral field, so the aura, your energetic field, is so fragmented, so unstable that basically you don't have a real protection. So you will notice that as soon as you lay down, you haven't even fallen asleep, you're just, laying down, you close your eyes, you're relaxed, then boom, you're having a sleep paralysis episode. I don't know if this ever happened to you, but this is very, very common in this specific condition. And you will notice that you're having sleep paralysis episode because there is, again, something else there in the room with you. And again, you might have that feeling of somebody, something crushing you with its huge weight and being on top of you, pressing you, not letting you breathe, or any other kind of very uncomfortable experience where you're dealing with someone, something annoying you, disturbing you in some way. So you can again notice that there is some energy interference going on. And this is because, as I said, being your energetic field so unstable, so fragmented, then it is very easy for an entity to approach you and to get very, very close to you. And indeed, when this happens, you will have an entity literally be on top of you. So very, very, very close to you, which is why you will feel this huge weight on top of you, because the entity energy field is literally crushing your energy field. And it will be so heavy. It will feel so heavy because generally most dark entities are on a very, very, very low frequency. And low frequencies tend to vibrate very slowly, which means that they're going to feel very heavy, very dense. And this is why you have that experience. And so now, if by watching this video, you had a confirmation that, yes, indeed, you do have demonic attachments, then I want you to absolutely have no fear. I know there is a hell of a lot of fear around this subject when talking about anti-attachments, but I really want you to understand that you have nothing to worry about, okay? You can 100% get rid of any anti-attachments you might ever possibly imagine. You can 100% can do this. You are way, way, way more powerful than what you think. Trust me, you are. And you have all the power in this world, all the power in this world to get rid of any energetic interference, okay? Please do not worry. I also have already made several videos on this topic, okay, on this subject, on anti-attachments and how to get rid of them. So I highly, highly suggest you go check them out. I'm pretty sure you're gonna find them very, very useful. So that's all for today. I really, really hope this video was helpful to you. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Just leave them down below. And I'll see you very, very soon. Okay? Bye-bye.